Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Bricks and 5, where we discuss LEGO content in videos of around 5 minutes. Today, I want to talk to you about a line of small sets that my wife and I actually really have enjoyed. I shouldn't say I enjoyed because she actually built them all. It's one of the things that she actually likes to collect, but if she didn't, I probably would have gotten them, honestly. And that is the LEGO postcard line. So this is a line that they started a couple years ago, I think maybe 2022. And they came out with 1 to 2 a year over the last couple of years. And they run about $15 at the LEGO store. You know, I think they're exclusive to the LEGO store. And so there have been 6 sets that you can get, widely available at the LEGO store or on LEGO's website. Now, 3 of these sets are still available on lego.com, and then 2 of them are showing as sold out, so they're essentially retired, and then 1 is officially retired. But let's quickly just talk about them, and then there's one other kind of hidden postcard, I guess we can talk about, that you may not know about. So starting with New York, I really like this. It's kind of the same for all of these really, but what I really like about this, and the unique thing about this one is that it actually has a minifig. None of the others do, but that's part of the charm of these. You know, it's a small, simple micro build, and you can really make out what it is. You know, unfortunately, they're all stickers. The only printed parts that I can think of off the top of my head are on the Statue of Liberty. I think all of the other things, whether it's the flags or the signs, the placards, they are all stickers. But that's okay. But you have, the New York cityscape. You've got, the Brooklyn Bridge. It's just a really neat build. You've got the icons of all these places. You go to London and you've got Big Ben. You've got the London Eye, Piccadilly Circus, and then the red double-decker tour bus. Those are the things you think of when you think of London. Japan, now this is interesting because this is one of them that isn't to a specific city, but rather to the country. We had New York and London, but then this one is just for Japan. But you've got Mount Fuji in the background. You've got, I believe this is Himeji Castle. You've got the cherry blossoms, one of the little stone pagodas. Just really kind of neat, simple little builds that, you can get done in 15, 30 minutes and quite enjoyable. You go to Beijing and you've got the Great Wall. I think this is maybe the Forbidden City here, but really kind of cool. And these 2, they have not only the, English characters, but they have the native characters as well. Moving on to Australia, this one is really more kind of geared towards the outback, and it's really kind of neat because, when I think of Australia, I think the first thing probably most people think of would be maybe the Sydney Opera House or, the Harbour Bridge, or maybe Ayers Rock, or I guess it's Uluru now is how it's referred to. But I guess if you just made a brown hill, it would just be kind of boring. So, I think this is kind of an interesting one. I do like it, especially like these sand green leaf pieces. And then lastly, we have the Paris postcard. You've got the Arc de Triomphe with the flame for the unknown soldier. You've got the Seine with the bridge. You've got, of course, the Eiffel Tower. So really just a great line. And I think it's sad we haven't seen any leaks or rumors, or at least I haven't, that they're going to be coming out with another one this year. So this could be the end of the line, which is kind of a sad thing. But, that's what happens as a LEGO collector. You see they come out with something, you like it, and then it goes away. I guess unless it's Star Wars, that will never go away. But there's one postcard that was a regional exclusive. So at the LEGO store in Mexico, which are kind of like franchises, I guess you might say, they actually had a Mexico postcard. I'll show a picture here so you can see it. But that one you could only get at the LEGO store in Mexico. Now, I do not have it because I don't live in Mexico, but I have looked online. All I've been able to find is there's 3 people right now selling them on Bricklink, 2 out of Mexico, and 1 I think is in Malaysia of all places, which is kind of strange to me. But they're over $100, and it's like 107 pieces. And frankly, I don't think it has quite the detail of these. It still looks really good, actually. It's got, you know, a pyramid and a volcano, and I really like it. However, I don't know that I can pay $1 a piece when essentially the only thing that looks to be exclusive is the little plaque part. And that may only be a sticker. I don't know. I don't have one, so I can't tell you. But that, I think, is unfortunately one of the things we deal with in today's age of the internet. Because if you go back to my childhood, I didn't have to worry about that. There were things that existed that I didn't know about, and it didn't concern me. But now I know about things, and those are things we get to think about and wonder about, and then maybe eventually overpay. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Have you gotten any of these postcards? Do you like them? You know, I know Dennis DL Bricks on Instagram. He has a great city, but one of the things he has done, and I've seen a number of pictures that he's made, is he's made custom postcards. So go and check him out. It's DL Bricks on Instagram. If you're into these, if you're thinking, you know, that could be something of interest, it might give you some inspiration, because I think it's a great line. I think it's simple, and I really kind of feel like this is kind of for me at least, I think this is kind of, you know, the golden, I don't want to say the golden age, but, you know, the prime use for Lego, where you can build something that's not related to an IP, you know, an intellectual property like a Star Wars or, you know, Twilight, or, you know, some movie, whatever. But it's really just kind of you can take some random pieces and build something that is, you know, you recognize it, and you can do that with nondescript pieces. So that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and like I said, let me know, do you have any of these postcards? Do you like them? Or are these just another thing you see at the store and you say, it's not for me? And that's okay, because if everything was for me, then I wouldn't have everything I wanted. I still don't have everything I want, but you know, there's just too much to collect, you know, with room and money and everything else. So the nice thing about these, like I said, is that they don't take up much space, and, you know, maybe they can help you remember times when you went to Japan or to Paris or New York, or, you know, something like that. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on another episode of Jason's Bricks in 5. Happy building!